Today would have been my grandmother's 100th birthday, and I chose this video because it's, in her words, how her and Hugh met the priest and got hitched. I really like it, and I hope you enjoy it. My grandma was a very strong-willed person that never was one to back down from a spirited discussion or change her well-thought-out plans. I assume my grandfather learned very early on that the best response to anything was, "Yes, ma'am." And he did the best that he could to make sure that he had a very well-functioning marriage. And so I thank them for that valuable lesson that I have learned.
Can you take him?
Yes, ma'am.
To get back to the wedding that he didn't want to tell you about, we almost didn't make it because he was working on the ship every day and working long hours, and then he'd come in and we'd go out somewhere, and we had about a week to get ready for the wedding. So one of my roommates had gotten married, and the Catholic church was just a block down the street from us, and it was a steep hill where they had stair steps down to get to it. And so the priest tried to talk me out of this wedding that I hadn't known him very long. I had known about 8 or 9 months, and so he wanted to meet him. So we made a date when we'd get off of the ship to come, and we'd go down and see the priest this particular evening. Well, he ran into some of his buddies.
From his old ship, from my old ship, my first ship. And of course, I told them I was getting married, so they had to, each one of them had to buy me a drink, and I never, as Harry Truman says, I drink any given brand. And so by the time I got to the priest's house.
Well, he probably can't remember, so I'll tell it from there. He smoked a lot in those days, and he was pretty nervous about this priest. So he sat there at the priest's desk, and he was smoking cigarettes and flicking them on the floor, the ashes and everything. And then the priest asked him where his home address was, and he had to get his wallet out and go through it, see where he lived. And it wasn't as stupid as it sounded, because his parents had moved since he went in service. But he finally got that out, and I guess we passed it. He said it was okay. And so then we went outside the priest's house, and he says, "I'm going to be sick. I got to get back." So we ran up this whole block of stair steps and got to my house and ran in, and he just barely made it before he got sick.
And running up that hill did not sober me up one iota.
But didn't you have to really go to the bathroom when you got to the priest?
That too.
Oh, no, he didn't. I mean, he maybe had to, but he didn't.
Yes, I did.
The bathroom at the priest's house.
Oh, no, that's right. This was in your private bath.
And that was up the third floor, too, that he had to run to. So we always said that priest would never believe it would last 65 years.